Champy. Hey, everybody. Welcome to a Monday night AI Learning Lab. Good evening, good people. Every time I see you now, get that look in my eye. Every time I see your mouth, I hear that smile. All right, so if you're on TikTok, we're streaming live on the video platform YT. Get it? The account there is AI Learning Lab -TT. So if you flip over there, we're going live there. And so how this is going to work is I'll do a little of my shenanigans here at the beginning. And then when we start looking at stuff, in a westerly direction, this car is my train. I've been driving, I've been wondering what it is I'm running from again. Feel like an 80-year-old man holding on to 29. And up ahead on that horizon is a California line. Up ahead a truck's carrying wide load, prefab house cut in half. Cute little front door and 2 windows, my lord. Ain't sure whether to cry or should laugh. You see, I broke a home up myself once, as I stumbled to that door. I read a note by the dawn's light, said, don't you come round here anymore. Well, I've had enough of this freedom on the road. Never was good decision. At least that's what I've been told. Good day, good people. That's Freedom of the Road from Martin Sexton. That live unplugged version featured Champy Shannon on lead vocals, myself on backup. You know, sometimes you can't get him to sing, and sometimes you can't get him to shut up. Isn't that right, Champy? Freedom came my way that night, just like a jet plane, in and out of sight. I was hauling ass at 1,000,000 miles an hour, wondering how I'd hit. When they came into the station, they said I was bad beyond repair. But I got no qualms with my situation. Say, here I am. So say, Cherie, 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 won't you dare to? Say, Cherie, 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 won't you dare to? Say, Cherie, Cherie, Cherie. Yeah. Leave a message and your number, please. Take your time to want to satisfy me. Take all these old fantasies and send them care of me. All right, good people. If you are new here, we generally start these things off with a little bit of singing. Let's see what we got going here. All right, if you're on this channel, the one I'm pointing at, not this one, if you're on the talk, head on over to YouTube, and the channel is AI Learning Lab -TT. And we're streaming live there as well. So when we start showing stuff off, so no GPT-5 this year. No, but I think we're going to get O1. I feel you distant, Kyle. Well, we're doing some new kinds of stuff here. All right, all systems go. Good, beautiful, love that. I think what we end up getting from OpenAI, maybe tomorrow. I think it would be stupid of them to release a new feature on election day. That seems stupid. They leaked O1. The non-preview version of O1 was leaked last week. And hey, Tom, what's happening? Naomi, what's shaking? What's going down? So if you're here on the TikTok, we're going to be flipping over to YouTube shortly, 10 minutes or so. There's I think one of the things we'll talk about. So Mondays tend to be meandering Mondays, and I think I'll probably do a little meandering tonight. And the meandering is going to be just around just some of what's going on in the industry right now. And in the industry, what's the industry? The industry's the shit I talk about is generative AI. So that's like ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, all that shit. And then it's all the image generation tools, music generation tools, video generation tools. So there's a lot out there right now, and even with that, the industry's still in this weird sort of what's OpenAI going to do holding pattern. It's a real pain in the ass. Like Claude 3.5 Haiku launched today, and it's apparently better than Claude 3.5 non like the old version of 3.5, but way cheaper. And then OpenAI sort of leaked their version of O1 that's got vision and is the real version of the tool. It doesn't seem like it was on purpose. It doesn't seem like it was a marketing stunt, but that happened last week. And one of the guys, David Shapiro, that I tell you all to follow, he quit AI about 3 weeks ago. He just goes, we're essentially, my prediction about hitting AGI is essentially done. O1 is essentially, the shitty version of AGI, and it's just going to get better from here on out. And we've dealt with the safety shit, and everything's going to be fine. I quit. And he deleted all the content from his YouTube channel. And then in the past 2 weeks, all he's been talking about is AI. And what he talked about in a Twitter post over the weekend was he's basically done building the tools of AI, and now he just wants to talk about how we use it and what we use it for and why we use it and how it's going to change work and how it's going to affect people. That's what we've been talking about here for 2 years, right? And so that's been I've been talking a lot lately about this weird existential crisis I'm having about what do I talk about on this channel? Because I feel like a lot of the other TikTokers and YouTubers that I used to love their content, a lot of them are still talking about tools. And I just find myself not giving a shit about the tools because there's so many of them, and they're so capable that like you can literally just throw a dart at them, and if you put in a weekend, you'll be doing remarkable work, right? I get that there's a need to do basic, here's how to use ChatGPT stuff, but I feel the more important stuff to talk about is how is this going to affect our jobs when we get agents that can reason and they can do our work for us? What do we do? And that I don't know. I do not have a good answer for that. So, Strawberry Man claiming to be Sam Altman. Yeah, I saw that. I saw. Actually, someone shared with me a video that Strawberry Man is some American dude in Berlin. Forget his name. Not Terry. I just followed him. Let me move this over here. Bob Donegan. Good evening, AI Master Kyle. Watching you on 86-inch TV surround sound. Feel like you're in my living room. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Bob. Here, let's give you a little concert. Sitting in this lonely town, wondering when things are gonna change. Dream my life away. Seems these dreams have turned to a bunch of dust clouds. Get my nerve up, but my past is pulling me down. Wondering how long this black sheep gonna gonna stick around. Somebody told me once before, he said, you can never go home again. Won't you leave? Santa thinks to steer me away, yeah, from the truth of who I am and what I believe. So I thanked him for his 2 cents with a handshake and some sympathy, yeah. I packed up my blue jeans and I headed for this big prize of my freedom. Bye-bye, black sheep, to the black sheep of the family. Bye-bye. All right, so here's what we're going to do. If you have questions, comments, pop them in the comments over on YouTube or on X, and I'll be able to see them here. If you have a question or a comment on TikTok, we're actually pulling stuff from there as well, and we're able to pull that in. I'm going to stop going live on TikTok here in about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, because I need to be able to, it's a whole fucking technical thing. Doesn't matter. It just, I need to use that device for my microphone so that I can demo stuff and switch easily between windows. The other thing that I would like to give a shout out tonight is to all of the irregulars and particularly the mods. So if you don't know, if you're new here, a lot of the people that show up here to the channel show up here night after night after night. And starting about 2 weeks ago, TikTok booted me off the platform, and we started experimenting with streaming on Twitter and streaming on YouTube, because I didn't have access to TikTok for a while, and people seem to like it. So I'm going to give it the Gipper's try to actually shift to the primary stream being on YouTube. But what it's meant is it's meant chaos. Like, the mods haven't really known what to do or where to go and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, we at least have the beginnings of the mods getting back on track, knowing what to do. I also want to shout out Brandon, who is my producer now on StreamYard. So all of the mess ups that I did last week, because I was trying to control everything, he's going to actually be doing the switching. So thank you, Brandon, for that. But thank you all mods for your patience, because I know it's been a little bit of chaos. Brandon pointed out to me before we were going live tonight that this is the AI Learning Lab. And what do you do in labs? You experiment. And so all this new streaming stuff, different channels, is an experiment. So hopefully you bear with me and this isn't too painful. But it is new to me. So if I seem a little off, do I plan to open an account on Twitch? Fascinating question. Possible. Possible. Okay, here's the thing. I have spent 2 years coming up this month. I started my TikTok channel end of November or early December. I've spent 2 years building that channel. And it is possible that the legislation that the US government passed on TikTok says that as of January 19th, if they have not followed whatever rules or whatever the fuck they were supposed to do, they're banned. So it is possible that TikTok goes away from this country. I only had about 400 followers on YouTube. and that's now up to 500 because I think a bunch of people from TikTok came over and subscribed there. So thank you for doing that. I need to get that to 1,000 before I can do any of the sort of business kind of stuff on it. So that's my goal for the next month and a half, is build that up. I could start Twitch, but I'll be starting literally from a standing start on Twitch. At least with YouTube, I've got 400 hours or 500 hours of content for my TikTok lives on there. I don't mind starting over, but it's a lot. So I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. So we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Chaos theory in practice. This is totally chaos theory. Is that ocean? I wish I could read Arabic. Yeah, I wish there was a way that we could translate that. There probably is somewhere. All right, so folks on the TikTok, in about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, I'm going to be shutting down this stream. So we're flipping over. We're live now on YouTube, and we're live now on X. So if you go to @Kyle Shannon on X, or if you go to @AI Learning Lab -TT on YouTube, and I'm sure by saying this out loud, TikTok's going to shut down this stream. That's where we're going live. How about a clapper feed? Yeah, exactly. Where do you prefer us to watch? Probably YouTube. I'm thinking of YouTube as the ultimate destination because that's where the recordings are going to get stored. However, X is about to change their algorithm, and apparently they're going to be prioritizing lives. So I've got a decent following on X. I've got like 2,700 followers on X. I feel like YouTube is a decently stagnated channel. In fact, David Shapiro, who deleted all of his YouTube content, has been over on X for a month, and he said the engagement there is through the roof. So again, I don't know. This is all an experiment, but I would say the place to watch the stream is whichever platform you're more comfortable with. The YouTube lives are pretty good. They have the comments going down the side. Any comments you make, I can see them. Brandon can see them. He'll pin things to screen as he sees things. So if you've got questions for me, or comments or projects that you're working on that you want to talk about, or if there are things that you want to see, when I shut down the whatever this is, TikTok, and just go over here, I'm going to start demoing some things. I've got a couple of ideas to play with tonight, but I'm also happy to talk about what's going on. The other thing I'll say is this, while I've still got TikTok live and everyone else live. Tomorrow is election day. Go vote. Are you going to vote? Like on TikTok, give me the tappity taps if you're going to vote, or if you voted, tap it up. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. I don't give a fuck who you vote for. Well, I do, but it doesn't matter. Go vote. Go fucking vote. And if you voted, go see if there's a neighbor that needs a ride to the polls. All right. I haven't decided yet. Just decide in the booth. Let's see. Do I want utter chaos? Vote boring. The YouTube is AI Learning Lab -TT. AI Learning at AI Learning Lab -TT. Let me see. Can I go to my? I think it's, if you click on my profile, there's a link tree there, and I'm pretty sure in my link tree is the AI Learning Lab TikTok channel. But I heard there was a sacred chord David played at a place a lot. Don't really care for music, do ya? Goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, minor fall and a major lift. Barefoot king composing, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Oh yeah. All right. So TikTok, get over there. YouTube or X. On X, it's at Kyle Shannon. Not Kyle Shanahan. That's the coach of the 49ers. That's not me. I have a degree in acting. I'm shitty at football. I tried to play it once. I got kicked in the ribs and I cried for 2 weeks. It's not my game. Then I went into the theater. I'm like, I like these people better. They don't kick as hard. And then on YouTube, it's AI Learning Lab -TT. All right. So that's where we're live right now. All right. Peace out, TikTok. End now. Okay. So that's that. So now, hang on. I'm switching microphones here. There's a method to the madness, but not really. It really is just true fucking madness. You know, Kyle. Yeah, I know. There's about 38 ways this could be better. I agree with. Is that the microphone? Yes. Okay, that's that. This goes here. Boom. And then over here, I go here, I go here, I go here, I go. Hello, are you there? All right, that seems a little hot. Hello, 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 hello. Is that better? How's that? How's that? Brandon, what's that sounding like? Still eating it a little. What's that mean? It's too close, too hot? Is that better? Sound check, sound check. That's better. All right. Fantastic. All right. Fantastic. Bob, tell him what he's won. How many people we got in here now? We have got 35 folks. We've got 35 folks in the YouTube, 17 on Twitter. All right. Hey, Twitter people, what's happening? There's probably 2 or 3 of you over there going, what the fuck is this? At least YouTube, you can go see all the back videos and go, okay, I kind of see what this is. All right. So if you are new here, my name is Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab. We talk about AI stuff here. I go live generally 5 nights a week, starting around 8 p.m. Mountain Time. I am taking off tomorrow for the election. You should take off tomorrow for the election, or at least prioritize your afternoon and evening around it if you don't vote in the morning or if you haven't already voted, but go fucking vote. And generally what we'll do is we'll play around with some stuff. And I've got some ideas, some things to play around with. One thing that's kind of fun, let me see if I can go find it. Let's see, where did... Hold, please. Wait, we can fix this. Hold, please. We got a new banner. Brandon, where did you put the link to the Perplexity thing? Or maybe I have it up here. Do I have it running? I don't think I opened it here. Let's see. By the way, I will tell you, installed the ChatGPT extension for Chrome that makes ChatGPT search your default search engine. I'm not happy with it. Here we go, the elections tracker. All right, that's there. Let's put that there. Okay, so if you go to perplexity.com/elections and you type in your zip code, that's my zip code, it just automatically pulls up, all of the people you have to vote for, information about them, sources about them. It even does things like, am I in? Yeah. It even does things like Amendment I, Amendment J, Amendment K. So it's got all of the different little amendments. Every one of them you can go into. It generates content about it. What a yes vote means. A yes vote on Amendment K would result in either deadlines for certain election filings and a publication of ballot measures in newspapers. Specifically, it would do this, do that. If you've ever tried to find, even just find me a voting guide for my thing, you can generally find them, but they're sometimes janky, they're sometimes out of date, they're sometimes, incomplete. And, this is explaining it, like the difference between an AI search and a Google search is the Google search says, you fucking deal with it. You fucking figure it out. Be like, hey there, I'm Google, and I'd have all the information, but I'm not going to give you all of it. I'm just going to point you to it, and then you go figure it out. Okay. Oh, hey, by the way, most of the things I'm going to point you to is just SEO hacked bullshit websites that lead to some sort of sales funnel. Hope you enjoy. The new ChatGPT search and Perplexity, which was here first, was in this space first, is kind of the next evolution of search, right? Where it actually just fucking answers your questions. So I think this thing is pretty cool. Thank you to, I think it was Brandon that pointed this out to me, that this came out today. I wish, it was funny, my family voted last night, and we were using a combination of Google. I was trying to use Pi. But my family is loud and talky, big surprise. And they were all over the place. And wait, hang on. Let me just check in and make sure I'm not screwing something up. Don't forget to keep an eye. It's in the news channel. on the spotlight comments. Okay. Let's see. I think what I got to do. Let me change something here. Okay. There we go. So Brandon, when you do a spotlight channel, just send me a private message that you did it. Just go check now. And then that should be, I should see movement out of the left corner of my eye. So, okay. Anyway, perplexity.ai / what was it? Politics? Elections. Perplexity-AI / elections. Oh, look, it's in our tracker. It's in our little, it's in the banner. See what it's see how much better this is when we have someone actually paying attention to it and not me just trying to pull things out of my butt. Okay, great. I'm trying to think. Let me see. There was Google learn about X-rays, Claude. Oh, there's one thing I do want to go look at with you. Okay, the other day I said to you all that Claude can now do visual PDFs. Yes? Yes. We're going to start a new chat. And then when I went to do it, it didn't seem like it was doing it. That's because the new Claude visual PDF reader thingy, you actually have to turn it on. So you go click on your name in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Oh, my face is in the way there. Can I move that? No. Hang on. I can do this. Okay. Oh, maybe this is better. Is this a better view? This could be a better view. Yeah, I think this might be a better view. All right. You know what, Brandon? Just take a note. Maybe we design a little frame that is designed for this view where we've got like AI Learning Lab logo up here. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Anyway, okay. In order to turn on the new features in Claude, you have to go to this feature preview thing. OpenAI did this for a while, and thank God they've stopped it, but Claude still does it. So visual PDFs is now a thing you have to turn on. So the other night when I was trying to show it, that was not turned on, which is why it didn't work. But give Claude 3.5 Sonnet the ability to view and analyze images, charts, and graphs in PDFs in addition to text. PDFs are greater than or less than 100 pages are supported. Okay, great. So, and then also someone made the smart idea, if I wanted a PDF to test, to go grab a patent. So we'll go, I think it's patents.google.com. Yeah, and I'll do Storyvine. So I actually have a patent for Storyvine. I've actually got like 8, but they're all the same thing, just in different countries. Storyvine. Got 2 in the US for this. Here we go. Let's see, I don't know what WO is. US, Japan, Korea, Australia. Forget what CA is. Malaysia, Singapore. So we got a bunch. This is the Australian one. Let's see. Storyvine, US. Download PDF. That's Japan. Okay. Well, actually, that's kind of interesting. Does this have the pictures in it? It doesn't look like it does. All right. Back to results. Storyboard directed video production. Maybe Storyvine is. All right. Okay, here we go. Inventor, me, download PDF. Okay, this has got pictures in it. Beautiful. Look, pictures. It's got pictures in it. Okay. So let's download this. True story. My best friend's name in kindergarten was Claude. That's pretty good. All right. We're going to go grab. Oh, save. Yeah. So wait. Hang on. We'll save it to desktop. Beautiful. All right. Then we'll go back to Claude. Okay. Now, in theory, here's our US patent. It's uploading it, max of 530 megabytes each. It says it's a PDF. So I'm going to say, well, wait, let's go look at nine drawing sheets. Is that figure one? Yeah. And so figure one. All right. So we'll go back here and say, can you give me, let's say, give me a short summary of the patent, explain figure one, and tell me why that is the first figure. Let's see what this does. Let's break this down. Figure one explanation. It shows the high-level system architecture with three main components: StoryMaker systems, asset coaching subsystem, asset audit subsystem, and StoryBeat data. So this worked. Why it's figure one? The figure is placed first because it provides the foundational overview of the entire system's architecture. It shows how all the major components interact. So let's go look at another one here. We'll scroll down. So this one has a picture of a guy. Well, that's funny. That was the original interface for Storyvine. Okay. And what figure was that? That was figure 6. Which image has the picture of the guy, and what does that image represent? Figure 6 shows an interface with a person's face. It appears to be a screenshot of the asset coaching interface that helps guide users, story makers, in creating their video content. It shows a main viewing area, navigational controls. It's the first figure because it's got a 1 by it. Pate Motter coming in strong. First shall be the number shall be number 1. A region labeled Joe's Shop, a coaching prompt text area, various navigation and progress indicators, timeline story beat indicators showing progress through different segments. Okay, now let's do something fun. I want you to create a poem where each, is it verse? Stanza? Is a stanza just a line in the verses, like the 4 lines? I forget. I don't know. Well, we'll say, let's see this. Where each verse set of 4 lines. Because I don't know. But that's okay. We'll let the large language model figure out how poetry works. Okay. If you want to create a poem where each verse set of 4 lines, I want you to create a poem where each is represents one of what represents the images in order. So by reading the poem, I will know what each of the figures in the patent means. Because why not? Let's see if it can do it. Okay, so let's go look at our figures while it's writing the poem. So we got figure 1 is the system architecture. Figure 2 is the workflow, the production workflow. Oh, it's prior art. Okay, cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, this patent is based on flipping traditional video production upside down. So figure 3 is where we're reordering shit. Figure 4, I don't know what the fuck it is, which is good. Figure 5. This is, I didn't realize our humble little system was this fucking complicated. I mean, I did make all this shit, but you know. Oh, good Lord. All right, let's see if oh, look, and it made it in a lovely whatchamacallit. Figure 1, the system stole. Storymaker meets the cloud above through coaches, audits, data flows to agencies tripartite grove. Good Lord, what a nice word. Where board, audit, and render shows. Figure 2, the ways of old. Phase by phase, the traditional chain from concept through rendered site, each expert adding to the strain till single video comes to light. That's what that figure is. That figure is, look how fucking complicated video production is. Figure 3, the new design, front-loaded wisdom sets the stage. Rich storyboard directs the flow from concept to rendered page. Multiple stories now can grow. This is really good. 2, story vines share common ground. Asset flow from vine to vine. Efficiency profound is found, and shared resources intertwine. The working parts, subsystems dance in careful ways. Specs and rules flow back and forth through audit checks and rendering days till approved stories venture forth. Oh, this basically says once videos come into the system, you can approve them. System 6, figure 6, the coaching screen is that one with the face. Here's Joe's shops, comes into view, a face, a prompt, a guiding hand, teaching makers what to do, making complex tasks more grand. This is quite remarkable. This is quite remarkable. I mean, it really is. Let's go get if you have, oh, by the way, if you've got questions, did I miss a spotlight? I think I did. Hang on, let me come over here and look. Smash that like button. Do me a favor. If you're new here to the channel, my goal in the next month is to get, I'm right now at 500 followers on YouTube and like 2,700 on Twitter. If you're either on Twitter or on YouTube, please follow my channel, subscribe to the channel, because I need to get to 1,000 followers on YouTube before I can start doing business stuff. Search results. Let's see. Is this the, I want the PDF. Attention is all you need. Download the PDF. Okay, so here is the seminal paper. Ilya Sutskever. There's one of the heroes. All right. If you don't know this paper, Khaki, give him a like too. That's it, Khaki. Thank you. All right, I'm going back to the private chat. Beautiful. Okay. So let's go to a new chat. We're going to upload. Attention is all you need. This is it, right? Yep. So this gets kind of meta now. Not Meta, the company with the shitty goggles and the bad metaverse that named their whole company after that thing. Not that one. Just meta as in the concept. Like shit with, like the Matrix. So this paper that I just uploaded into here is the foundation for how all this shit works. All this generative AI stuff, with very little exception, is using transformer architecture to be able to do this remarkable stuff. So we're going to understand this paper now because of the concepts in this paper. Huh? I think I'm going to just flip. I think I'm, so Brandon, just so you know, I don't have, oh wait, I can move this phone because it's not doing shit anymore other than receiving my audio. So we can lower that. So if you give me a private chat now, I'll see it, Brandon. But I'm looking at the comments as they come in as well. All right. Beautiful. That's that. That's good. Okay. So we've got this PDF in there. I'm going to say, I have ADHD and am not very technical. Explain this paper in a way that will make me give a shit. Yeah, we're having fun here. See? Yeah, Palooka. Yeah. What's that say? Let's break it down. No, I don't. AD&D, it can be challenging. Oh, this is cool. It's so this is comparing the transformer paper to ADHD. Imagine you're trying to have a conversation with a group of friends, but because of your ADHD, it can be challenging to follow multiple people talking at the same time or maintain focus on long stories. Yeah, that sounds like my life. You might find yourself jumping between different speakers, trying to piece everything together. Before this paper came out in 2017, AI language models were kind of like that too. They had to process one word at a time in order, which was slow and sometimes missed important connections. It's like having to listen to a story word by word. And being able to jump ahead or look back. The big innovation, they created something called the transformer that can look at all parts of a sentence at once. Okay, I didn't know that. I have learned something new today. Like being able to scan an entire paragraph instantly and see how all the words connect to each other. For someone with ADHD, imagine having a superpower to instantly understand how everything in a conversation fits together without having to maintain focus on a linear stream of information. Ah, that makes sense then why these things get better when you throw more data and more compute at them. The game changer. The system uses something called attention. It's like having multiple spotlights that can shine on different parts of a sentence simultaneously. Each spotlight can focus on different aspects like grammar, meaning, or context. This is actually similar to how ADHD brains often excel. This is cool that it compared it to that. Okay, so now let's go look at the pitches. This one. This is the one they show sometimes, right? The transformer model architecture. Okay. Figure 1. Explain each of the figures in a single paragraph each. Figure 1. This shows the overall design of the transformer like a blueprint. Imagine it's a two-sided machine. The left side, the encoder, reads and understands the input, while the right side, the decoder, creates the output. Both sides are made up of stacked layers of process information through something called attention, the little yellow boxes. Okay. Oh, these little. Add a norm. Add a norm. Add a norm. There's your attention. See, this is why you got to have a degree in mathematics to understand this, because it's like, oh, wait, no, here, multi-headed attention. These yellow boxes. Fine. And feed forward to the networks, the blue boxes. The arrow shows how information flows through the system. Blah, blah. The attention mechanism diagrams. This figure shows the transformer pays attention to information. Scale dot product attention. All right, whatever. Listen, for those of you on the planet that can read a paper like this and understand what the fuck they're talking about, or even more impressive, if you're one of these people that wrote this shit, thank you from the bottom of my heart, because this invention is seemingly the breakthrough that frees up the past 50 or 60 years of neural network research and allows us to play. So if you're those people, thumbs up. I will just be the beneficiary of your work, and I will gladly take it. You know, it's funny, when I was looking at the early stuff that Tim Berners-Lee put out on the World Wide Web and HTTP, it while it was geeky, it was much more straightforward. This is some real badass, real fucking math. This is, oh, let's see if I think, hang on, let me go look at in Claude. Yeah, latex rendering. So it does math real good. So let's say, show me one of the core isn't it mathematical? Mathematical? No. Yes? Mathematical formulas, and explain it in my ADHD metaphor. Let's see if it does some good math rendering. Yeah, there you go. Attention, Q to the K to the V equals softmax QK to the T over the square root of DK times V of the softmax. Exactly. All right, let me explain this. Imagine you're at a big party. This is your input text, okay? And you're trying to follow different conversations. Here's how the formula maps. Q, the query, is your current focus, what you're currently trying to understand right now. It's similar to when someone catches your attention and you think, wait, what's this about? K is the key, like your memory of all the conversations happening, the things you could potentially pay attention to. All right, so here's what I'm paying attention to. Here's what I could pay attention to. When you multiply Q and K together, that's the QK to the T part over here. It's like your brain deciding how relevant is each piece of information I'm focusing on. That's pretty cool. All right, here's what I'm focusing on. Here's all the shit I could focus on. Is the shit I'm focusing on the shit I should be focusing on? That actually makes sense to me now. I did not know this. Fine. V is the actual information you want to remember. Once you know what's relevant, you pay more attention to those parts. Okay, got it. Here's what I'm looking at. Here's all the shit I could look at. Here's the shit that's important. Got it. The square root of dk part, dividing by the square root, is like having a volume control for your attention. Without it, everything might feel too intense or too overwhelming. So it's like in acting school, they taught us if you try to make every word in the sentence important, then the sentence is meaningless. If every word in the sentence is important, then nothing is important. It's weird, right? But if you go like, everything in the sentence is important, or everything in the sentence is important, two totally different things. So that's what that's talking about. So this is the volume slider, right? Listen less to the shit that's not important. The softmax function is your brain's way of organizing priorities. It takes all of those potential things you could focus on and helps you distribute your attention across them. So in ADHD terms, this whole formula is like your brain going, what am I trying to understand right now? How does that relate to everything else I know? Let me turn down the overwhelm a bit. Okay, now I can focus more on the relevant stuff, softmax, and now I can absorb what's actually important, V. So the attention is all you need. Paper is a lot like an ADHD brain. Pate, are you here? I feel so vindicated. I want to learn how to turn down the overwhelm, Kyle. I know you and me both, Vicky. If everything is bold, nothing is bold. Exactly. I think you should change the background to include a pulpit. So when you go to the miniature screen of yourself, it looks like you're preaching to us. Hallelujah, brethren. Let's turn this into a motherfucking cult. Let's do it. I have been disappointed lately with some of the math stuff using Preview 01. That's interesting. Hang on, there's some private chatty chats here I'm missing. You missed a spotlight, I'll put it up. All right, okay. So I'm not sure if you get the answer for this question. AI is almost perfection, so how will impact in our satisfaction and acceptance to ourselves? That's a great question. That's a great question. I'm trying to think where to go, what to put on screen now. Oh, you know what? Here, I will do this. Okay. You always ask really good philosophical questions. I wish I knew your name. I think it's Ocean, but if it's not, I apologize. But you ask really good questions. Okay. Where I've been for the past 2 years on this question is that the AI that we're about to get is going to change this answer, I think. But maybe it won't, but I think it's going to. And that's why I think I've been in this weird funk for a while. But the AI that we've been playing with since November 30th, 2022, the launch of ChatGPT,
has been janky enough and bad enough that it still really requires our participation. And even though it's incredibly impressive and it can do things really fast, it still does them imperfectly. And I guess this is sort of what your question's getting to. Assuming that these things get to perfect, like right now, I'm working on this musical, and it's the amount of human work that us humans are having to put into this musical is significantly higher than I thought it would be, right? AI can get us to 80%, but that last 20% is really more like 80% because you just want to get it right. You want to get the story right. You want to get the songs right. The AI song generators are kind of like, the writing tools are kind of like, Sometimes it does it perfectly, and you're like, oh, great, I can do it all with this. And then you try to do it, and it fucks everything up. And you're like, oh, God, now I got to go manually edit all this shit it created, right? That said, the AI, like my experience in doing this channel and my experience in working with people in the AI Salon, which, by the way, let's put that up on screen as a matter of fact. If you have not joined the AI Salon, go join that. I'll leave that up on screen. And I'll do this version of it. There we go. My experience with people in the AI Salon community is that the thing that AI really does well, and I think the reason people get so excited, and when people have their Kevin McAllister moment, they're, oh my God, I didn't know it could do that. It allows you to get ideas out of your head incredibly quickly. And the minute you get it out of your head and you can see it objectively, you can judge it, you can curate it, you can refine it, you can throw it out. You can say, oh my God, that's the best idea I've ever had. And so it's this humanity amplifier. And because the tools are imperfect, it's like, rather than exploring one idea over the course of a week or two, now I'm exploring 30 ideas or 50 or 100. And it's just exhilarating. It still requires us to do a lot of the work. Now, the question of, so I think it's more than just if these tools get perfect or if they have a level of perfection to them. It's really what we're about to see. So in OpenAI's 5 levels of AGI. So AGI, stands for artificial general intelligence. That's the point at which these machines become as good or better than most of us at most jobs, at doing the jobs, not just being able to do certain tasks within a job, but actually doing the jobs. And so the 5 levels are chatbots, which that we've had for 2 years. Level 2 AGI is reasoning. So the O1 preview model, which is this really crappy sort of proof of concept that in a lot of cases is solving problems at PhD levels, that exists now. Anthropic just launched autonomous agents in the form of computer use, where it can use your computer, it can surf the internet and click on things and fill in forms. Those 3 are the hardest, and they're all kind of here in shitty versions. Like the chatbots have gotten really good, but they're still janky. The reasoning stuff is primarily just with OpenAI right now. I think an open source thing came out that kind of replicates it. I know David Shapiro was working on one of those called Raspberry, because they did Project Strawberry. The agents, we haven't seen the agent from OpenAI yet, but I suspect that we may see that, if not before the end of the year, early in 2025. And then you've got innovators and inventors, and you've got organizations. So those are the 5. innovators are really just combinations of these three, and organizations are combinations of innovators, right? So the hardest three are the three that we've effectively solved in 2024. So it's not just that these things are going to be able to write a good musical for us. It's they're going to be able to write a good musical for us and then go pitch it to producers and get it financed and book a theater and do all this stuff, right? Like now, how soon is it from where we are until these machines are just doing shit for us? I don't know. 3 years, 5 years, but some, on two hands countable number of years. At that point, do we go into sort of existential weirdness because these things are so far beyond our capacity that we just treat them like some other species and we're over here like ants just sort of dancing and playing guitar? Maybe dancing and playing guitar becomes the real valuable thing in society because the machines are off doing all the shit we used to do. I don't know. It's a great question. Anyway. All right. If you've not been to the salon, let me show you the salon. So, when you come into the salon, you should land on this page, which is a welcome video from myself and Leah Faston, who founded it. And then you'll quickly see our little journey, our journey to AI literacy. Play first, mindfully create, and generously lead. Like of all the things that I've done in the past, few years, articulating this journey is one of the things I'm most proud of, because this wasn't something we invented. This was something that we experienced people in the salon doing, right? They come in and they play with AI, and they play with each other, and they put groups together, and they do guilds, and they do classes, and they just do shit. And then they build stuff. They mindfully create stuff. In playing, they learn. And then once they learn some stuff, they're like, oh, you know what we could do? We could go solve this problem, or we could go make these things for nonprofits. And then all the while they're doing that, they're generously leading. And what that basically means is they're learning out loud. They're sharing what they're learning and what they're not learning and where they're frustrated and what works and what doesn't work. That's who this group is. So the first thing you do when you come in here is just like see what we're about and see if you dig it. And then if that seems kind of cool, introduce yourself. So come into this area called introduce yourself and do just that. So it looks like Nolan introduced himself. Great. Hopefully Nolan's here tonight. Then learn our values: curiosity, playfulness, empathy, bravery, generosity. The people in here are remarkable. You can watch past meetings to sort of get a sense of the personality of the joint. You can RSVP for our next event. Our next event was supposed to be tomorrow because it's the first the first Tuesday of the month, but it's election night and it's a big one. So we're gonna let that take precedence. So we're not meeting tomorrow night, but first and third Tuesdays of every month. And then you can jump into the water cooler chat section and just chat about anything AI. And then, we ask you to help us grow, like go to our socials and talk us up and do things like that. And then there's all sorts of cool sections in here. Community corner is all about the salon. Here's the latest news. The show and tell section is quite remarkable. If you go into, for example, the images show and tell section, you can see all the cool images people are doing in the salon. But what you can also see is here's a list of tools, image tools, that if you want to go start playing with this image stuff, there's some to go play with. And then you can also ask questions and talk about it and share things. All right. And then there's guilds, and even this group, the people that show up here night after night after night are called the irregulars. We've got our own little club called the AILL Irregulars, and we can talk to one another and chat and do all sorts of stuff like that. So that's the salon. So if you have not joined the salon, go join the salon. Go to that address. Wait, no. That address. Go to that address and click on the button that says join our community, and that'll take you over to that site. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Fantastic, Bob. Let's see. Okay, this one you get to show and tell. 1 hour and 60 views. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. All right, what do I want to do now? Hold, please. Do 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 do. Perfect. All right. So that was something I wanted to show you, was all that Claude stuff. But I mean, isn't it remarkable that we now live in a world where you can take a paper like Attention Is All You Need or Attention Is All You Need, and actually understand it, even if you don't have a math degree? Like, that kind of felt like talking to Claude right there, asking it to explain it, kind of felt like talking to a really patient math expert, right? Like a really good professor would just walk you through it in a way that you could relate to it. Amazing. And I now know what this math formula means. I think that's pretty remarkable. Oh, I picked the wrong thingy. There we go. What other thoughts? I wrote about it's a matter of time before one of these systems like ChatGPT got put in a robot. Get my shit financed. Exactly. Get my Broadway show financed, damn it, you things. I mentioned the AI Salon today in my article. Great, fantastic. So go tap your little finger on my article and give it likes. Very nice. Yeah, pop the URL in the chat there, making this trend. I hate writing, but I love telling stories. Well, I'll tell you what, making this trend, have ChatGPT or Claude or one of these things help you write. There's no fucking shame in it. Here, okay, this is, wait. This is important. The next time someone asks you if you used AI to write that, tell them to fuck off. Because here's my philosophy. And this has been evolving. But there was something about AI detectors that bugged the shit out of me to begin with. But the more I understood them, and the more I understood the purpose of them is just, there's a new scary technology, and I want to know if you're using that thing that scares me or not. That's the only purpose of it. They'll argue that it's plagiarism and shit like that, but it's not really that. It's just that they're afraid of it. And this happened when digital cameras came out. This happened when calculators came out. This happened when computers came out. This happened when steam engines came out. This happened when the printing press came out. This happened when the automated loom came out. There's always this fear of this thing. My experience and the experience I've seen with people that use AI critically, like with critical thinking, is that the AI isn't doing everything. The AI is helping you articulate an idea, and it's maybe helping you organize your thoughts, and it's putting together an outline, and it might even be writing the first draft. But in the end, you're the one putting your name on it and putting it in the world. And if I look at the musical that I'm working on, with the exception of the songs that right now all live in, they were all produced by Suno or Udio, but at some point here really shortly, we're going to bring on a music director that's going to take all those songs and evolve them. And they're still going to be those songs, but they're now not going to be just created by AI. They're going to be co-created with humans. And same with the story, and same with the characters, and same with all of it. So the musical that I'm working on right now today, I literally couldn't tell you where the boundary is between what was created with AI and what was created by a human. It's completely intermingled. And there's no other technology that requires us to disclose that we use it. You know, no one says to you, which word processor did you use when you wrote this? Did you use spell check? Did you use Grammarly? Because if you used Grammarly, then I know the robots are the reason I can read this. No one asks that, but they're asking about AI. So if you're putting your name on it, that should be enough. This is a thing I wrote. This is a thing I'm putting into the world. Do you like it? And if you did something shitty, like shitty quality, or if you did something shitty, like just took the output of an AI that's inaccurate and put it in the world and stuck your name on it, like that lawyer did when he handed a legal brief to a judge that had fake citations in it, that's on that fucking idiot lawyer. It's not on AI. And so the response to, did you use AI to do this, is it's none of your fucking business. Is it good? Do you like it or not? And if you do, great. And if not, awesome. I'm sure there's someone else in the world that'll make some crap you like. Anyway. Making the trend. I put it on irregulars. Yeah, I used AI to help me write it. I'm on day 3. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What if you tell someone, yeah, I used AI to help me write it, in their mind, what it means is you pushed a button and out squirted all that shit. That's not how it works. You're on day 3 because you want to put your name on it, or you've put your name on it, but you want it to be good enough that like it can stand on its own with your name on it and have you be proud of it. Great. Irrelevant what tool you use. Irrelevant. So anyway, kudos to you. Kyle, let me put a simple expression how I feel about AI, how AI has changed my life. Sounds like a commercial. I know, it gives you wings. It does. It does. It's a humanity amplifier is how I describe it. When the wheel was invented. Yeah, exactly. You know how scared people of the wheel, when they invented the wheel, people were like, you know, that thing's gonna squash you. I mean, I don't think they had language, but you know, they're like, they created the anti-wheel coalition. How did you get that? How did you get that grain here? Did you use wheels to get that here? Like you would never think to ask that today. But there was some point where they were like, wheels bad. Did you use wheels? We don't want your stupid grain. You carried it on your back like a real man. don't use don't use those simple discs. And they were probably asking questions like, oh, if you use a wheel, are we all going to get weak because you're not carrying things on your back anymore? I mean, I can absolutely imagine that that's the kind of shit they would have asked. Crazy fucking times. Crazy. The anti-wheel coalition. Chiefs win. That dude's amazing. Patrick Mahomes. Gotta scroll. What part of the GPT Chrome extension is it that you're not crazy about? Okay, here. So let me show you. Boom. Okay. So we're going to go to a new chat. So if I go to Google and I type in, all right, now I can find that site Kaggle. I know there's a site called Kaggle. I got to find it. If I'm on Google, oh, see, hang on. I didn't type it in the right place. Kaggle. Boom. First thing that comes up is a link to the site Kaggle, and then I go to it, and now I'm at Kaggle. So it's really quick. And how I tend to use my default search in the browser is to find shit to click on. And what I realized is if I type in Kaggle here and it defaults to ChatGPT, the first thing it does is it loads ChatGPT. My immediate response to that is, oh shit, did I make a mistake? Because it loads ChatGPT. And actually, it looks like they just added this links pop-up window, so I can now go to Kaggle. But the difference in speed between Google and ChatGPT was ChatGPT had to load ChatGPT, then do the search, then it wrote this whole fucking thing, and then it popped up this sources window, which is smart of them to do because they probably recognized, oh, this guy just wants to go to a site. So this is a direct competition to Google. But also, let's see, if I go to Google and I just say Chiefs game. Boom. Instant, there it is. 24-30, Chiefs win. They got 6 in overtime. Must have been a good fucking game. Here's all the clips. Bang, boom, instant. Now, if I go up here and I go Chiefs game, I will probably get something relevant. The game ended in a 24 tie after overtime. No, they went into overtime. This is not even correct. It did not end in a 24-24 tie. That's incorrect. So there's some hallucination for you. That's not even hallucination. That's just, it probably just pulled different, it pulled information. No, it is hallucination because it's not after overtime. It didn't end in a tie. So it's really just the fact that I'm expecting it to just give me results. And what it does is it takes me to ChatGPT, then ChatGPT searches, then ChatGPT writes something, then it gives me something. I feel like when I'm in ChatGPT and I want to do a search, I would likely be searching for something different. I would likely be searching for like compare Storyvine and MJH Life Sciences and tell me if you think they might make good partners. And so now it's searching the web. So it searched Storyvine. Storyvine and MJ Life Sciences operate in a distinct yet complementary sectors within the healthcare industry. Storyvine specializes in guided video production. MJH is the largest, whatever. They've got a portfolio of 60 brands. So basically says, yes, it would be cool for them to work together. And the sources are the Storyvine website and the MJA Life Sciences website. So like this I love, but like that's generally not a search that I'm doing if I'm just going to a new browser window and just going, I need to find something fast. So I think, why don't I do it right now? I am going to turn that motherfucker off, remove from Chrome. Bye-bye. Thank you for asking about it, because now I think I have my Chiefs game. Yeah, back. Let's do Broncos. Let's see how bad those losers fucking lost yesterday. Oh, 41-10. You jerks. Kyle, I saw a suggestion to put in memory that if ChatGPT doesn't absolutely know the correct answer, it should say so. I plan on adding that in my account. Hope it helps. That's pretty smart. I like that. I don't know if it's, I mean, even if you say that, it's not going to be there. Maybe it's GPT. Good, regular. Why don't you like the? Okay, yep, got it. Brandon thinks I'm ignoring him. That's just because I'm ignoring you. Have you tried using, what was that, the Minecraft thing? Have you tried playing AI Minecraft? I haven't played it yet, but let's go look for it. AI Minecraft playable. Is this it? Minecraft is available across multiple devices. Oh, that's just shitty ads. Oh, this gave me, okay, this, so here's a perfect example. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, here's why I hate fucking Google. I just wanted to play Minecraft AI, right? So it takes me to Sportskeeda, whatever this fucking stupid site is. And now I've got this video ad, this ad that's been removed, this ad that all of a sudden makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, should I be looking at this right now? It's doing pop-up ads. I can skip the pop-up ads. It's trending. Now the pages are unresponsive because it's probably downloading, it's probably logging into all my shit. This is my experience with Google is just everything is out to fuck you, and we're going to take you to all of those sites first. So let's, shall we, go over to ChatGPT and turn on search and say, how can I play the AI Minecraft that is running on with a diffusion model, not a game engine? I got to install all that shit? No, that can't be right. Hang on. Isn't there a web-based version I can play? I don't want to install your stupid command line crap that will fill up my hard drive and make me sad inside. Oh, wait. Oasis Descartes.ai. Okay, thank you, Brandon. Meanwhile, Brandon's over here solving all my problems. That's Stable Diffusion. Currently, there isn't a web-based version. All right. Well, you're wrong because Brandon has it on my screen right now. Oasis dot Descartes dot AI. Boom. Take that, you stupid fucking chat GPT. Video model, a game engine trained by millions of gameplay hours. Every step you take will shape the environment around you in real time. Okay, hang on. Let me do this, and I'll come back to that. Why this is a big deal is this is Minecraft right now, and it's probably going to be janky, and we're probably going to find a bunch of shit wrong with it. But if you want to understand the complexity of what it takes to make even a shitty game, go download and launch the software Unity, which is a game development environment and play engine and 3D environment, and just or go to Real Engine. What is it? Um, just go look up any one of the game development environments. They're incredibly complicated. This is literally you train the game, you train the model on games you want to play, and it just sort of invents it in real time as you're playing it. Um, so anyway, let's see if it's at all decent. Mountain Meadow Village. All right, let's see. If you have keyboard limiting extensions, disable it. Okay. Move. Okay. Okay. So now one of the things I understand is that if you turn this way and then you turn back and then you turn back, it should be different. Yeah, it is. So notice before up off in the distance there was like a sculpture, and now there's not. Look, now there's a hole in the ground. So now I'm going to turn back this way. It seems like that building's gone. so, so, so one of the downsides of this is it doesn't have any persistence of memory. So now there's a mountain in front of us with a door. We're at a fence. All right. Yeah. See, now there's a lake. Now there's beaches. Can I go forward? Anyway, all right. That's pretty cool. So the thing about this, time left 344. Everything you see is AI generated. Um, let me show you a tweet that I think is very funny. Oh, that was the wrong thing. Oh, maybe Brandon switched it. Okay, where's my? Okay, there we go. Don't look too close at any specific block. It sends you to another dimension. But I want to go. I want to go find something for you. End game. Okay. All right. Let's just close that. Okay. And let's close that stupid fucking thing before it gives me a virus. Okay. Let's go to the X, and I'm going to go to my profile, and I'm going to go to replies. So this guy, Tim Sweeney, is responding to that game that we just played. He says, wow, every single thing about this sucks. Now, who's he? My response to him was, let's see, where's my response? Fear of AI happens to CEOs too, apparently. So Tim Sweeney is the founder and CEO of Epic Games. So they've been handcrafting games for more than a decade. And as shitty as that demo is, as shitty as that thing is, and can't, remember what's on your left or right, the fact that this is happening is a direct threat to him and his business model. So that's pretty something. All right. Let me jump back here. All right. Did we cover everything? Good night, Ocean. Done for tonight. Thanks. I'll have a great night. Good night. All right. Da, 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 da. Hold one, please. Hold one moment. Holy Zoom, Batman. All right. Okay. I'm going to get rolling on out of here. Is there anything, Brandon, I need to cover that I missed? He knows he's screwed. Well, he's not screwed yet, but with that kind of attitude, so that comment that he made about every single thing about this sucks says that he's going to sit on the sidelines with his arms crossed like this going, yeah, AI games will never be a thing. And someone within his company, I promise you this, and I would imagine that they've already fucking done it. Someone from his company will walk into his office and say, hey, boss, look what I just did. And it'll be some sexier version of what we just played. And his response will probably be, that's not what we do around here. We make real games. And he'll kick the person out. And you know what that sounds exactly like? What the Kodak executive said when one of their employees walked in with the digital camera that they invented. They said, that's a toy. That's not what we do. We're in the silver halide business, youngster. Get the hell out of here. All right. Let's see. I'll check that out tomorrow, Brandon, just because I haven't played with it. I just want to make sure that I know what it is and I can demo it correctly. So that's great. Okay. Beauty. So let me get out of here. My voice is getting a little hoarse. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. If you're here and you haven't followed me on X, at Kyle Shannon on X, or at AI Learning Lab -TT on YouTube, please do so. Please follow me there. If you haven't followed me on AI Learning Lab on TikTok, please do that too. Thanks, Kyle and Mods. You did great. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Mods. I know this is new and weird. It is new and weird for me too. So hopefully I'm not too discombobulated. I'm a lot distracted because there's more going on. I now have a second monitor. But yeah, tomorrow I'm not going to be going live because it's election night. We do not have a salon tomorrow night. If you have not joined the salon, please go do that. The salon address, if you don't know it, is thesalon.ai. That'll take you to our website, and then scroll down till you see a button that says join our community. Please join the community if you're curious about AI. It doesn't cost you anything, so please go do that. All right. I assume that no is because we're not going live tomorrow night. I might do a sneaky live if there's some sort of drama or I'm in a good mood or something like that. But I'm not going to officially go live tomorrow night. But I will see you again Wednesday, 8 p.m. Again, we're going to start on TikTok and YouTube and X all together. And then when we start demoing shit, I'll drop the TikTok. I think on Wednesday, what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start demoing longer workflows. So workflows that involve multiple tools, because I think that's really where we're headed. Is you're going to have to be able to be facile and agile and switch between tools a lot. So I want to start demoing those kind of projects. So I think that's what we'll do on Wednesday. So mark it on your calendar for Wednesday. and we will have some fun and make some cool shit, because I'm now in the creator program of a video tool. So how do you make a good video? Well, there's a lot of shit that has to happen before you make the video. And so that's the kind of stuff where I think there's a lot of tools we can play with. Make it a Blanton night. I think I just might. I think that's a really good idea. Okay, that's great, Brandon. We need a safe word. Perfect. Okay, so who's in here tonight? Vicky, thank you so much as always. Naomi, great to see you. Khaki Fitzsimmons, Bob O'Donnell, Spin B3, Simply Visual, Sea Slug of Doom. All we have to say is thank God for Zoloft until Wednesday. Awesome. Great to see you. Joy Purdy, great to see you. Mr. IT, thank you as always. Making this trend, Simply Visual. By the way, the people that I'm acknowledging right now are the people that made comments. So if you're like, why doesn't he say my name? Because I can't see your name because I'm only on my StreamYard thing. And if you made a comment, I can see it. So Danielle's in the house. Who else we got? AI Learning Labs in here. That's us. That's me and Brandon. Austin Sherman, great to see you. All right, everybody. I think I got everyone here. Making the trend. Khaki Fitzsimmons. All right. Fantastic. I hope you had fun tonight. We're getting there. We'll figure this thing out. But I'm kind of digging being able to put your comments on screen and have the banners and things like that. So thank you so much. Marina, I see Kyle. I see me, Kyle. I see Marina. She recalled tech. Nailed her. Tom Nodler, good night. See people getting their comments in. You too can get acknowledged if you get your comment in. Bye. All right. Bye, Mr. IT. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.